In this video, we are going to be taking rhythms from a piece of paper or PDF in this case, and translating them to a drum machine. The tools we're going to be using are Google Classroom, a PDF of some simple drum patterns, and Soundtrap for our drum machine. If you're doing this for MusicQuest, we are on level 1 basic rhythms, exercise number 4. And at this point in MusicQuest, we've worked on everything from quarter notes up through eighth notes, or I should say eighth notes through whole notes. First off, we're going to get a PDF of some basic drum patterns. What we're going to be doing is using this and translating it to a different way of visualizing rhythms. If you click on Soundtrap File, this will bring you to your own copy of this project. In this project, I've already created a drum machine. So let's open that up here. You'll notice that when I open this drum machine, right, I clicked on this little drum up here, and then it just shows me like a bunch of different instruments of a drum kit. You want to click on patterns, and that will bring you immediately to what we want to be looking at. All right, so there's all these tiny boxes. I think one of the first things to do is limit the amount that we're going to be working on. So I'm going to I scrolled this slider up at the top to the left, so it just took up 4 measures, and I'm going to click on cycle if it's not already on. Okay, I think it is already on. Down here, these tiny boxes, right? We have groupings of 4. You can see they're kind of separated from each other. Each of those groupings of 4 is the same as 1 quarter note. This is why I love drum machines, because they visualize the beats as being full of things. I think very often when we're working with rhythms, we think of things just happening and not that they take up space. And a drum machine, things take up space, which is something that I really love. So each of these groupings of 4 boxes is 1 quarter note. If I put a kick here, 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 and here, I have just created a quarter note kick there, 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 and there. I think the only thing that might look different on yours is I believe that I tried to stack up kick, snare, and hi-hat. So I'm going to actually do that. Oh, there we go, right there. Kick. I'm going to make my bottom one the kick. Now this is going to be confusing, isn't it? Snare, kick, add. I like my snare in the middle is what I'm trying to move things around here for. Snare in the middle, kick on the bottom, hi-hat on top. Okay. I think yours should already be set up like that. Now, I'm going to go back to my simple beats, my patterns here. And I think I'm going to do this top one for now. At the end of the video, I'll do a more complicated one, but I'm just going to do this top one. Some of the things that I can see already. I've got kick on every beat. Kick is the thing on the bottom, by the way. If you get stacked up, kick is on the bottom, snare's in the middle, hi-hat is on top, HH. Okay. I've got kick on every beat, and I've got snare on 2 and 4. Maybe I'll just start with that. Okay, so kick on every single beat. Remember, each beat is a grouping of 4 sets of boxes. All right, kick, go across 1, 2, 3, 4. Snare, I said, was only on beats 2 and 4. Okay, so I will put snare on 2 and 4. What about my hi-hat? Hi-hat's on top. I like the closed hi-hat more than the open hi-hat for this. Closed hi-hat's on every 8th. So if I've got beats 1, 2, etc., then I know that my 8th notes are going to be every other box, not every single box, right? Every single box would be 16th notes because there's 16 across, those would be 16th notes. Every other box. Like that. This particular beat is the same thing in every measure. In fact, I'm looking at all of these. They are all like that. Oh, until we get to beat 6. Maybe we'll do beat 6 at the end for something interesting. Because I'm using Soundtrap, if I don't want to write that out every single time, I can drag this down to 2 and then use that little recycling can thing and drag this out. Now I've got 4 measures. I want you to do 4 measures. So now I've got 4 measures of the same. And there you have it. Okay, so I've got it. I've got a 4 measure drum pattern. Now I'd love if you did something more complicated than this one. This one's pretty straightforward. So let's do this. Let's delete that, and I'm going to do one of the more complicated ones. So I'm going to scroll down here to beat number 6. Looks more interesting. Well, maybe it is. They're all kind of the same thing over and over again. No, beat 6 has different hi-hats in every other measure, so that's more interesting. So I've got measure 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I'm gonna try measure 1 first. So I'm looking. Okay. Kick on 1 and 3, and then on the and of 2 is what we would call this. All right, so let's try that. Kick 1, 3, the and of 2. I don't remember if there's anything on beat 4 at all. No, nothing on beat 4. And it's that same thing for every measure. One and 3, 1 and 3. Okay. Then snare. Snare is usually on 2 and 4, and here is no exception. I've got snares on 2, 4, 2. Oops, is that 2? No, 2 is here. I did notice that it looks like it's a 2 measure loop that repeats, so that's fine. 2 and 4, got that. And then hi-hat, this is what I thought made it more interesting. It's on every 1/8 and then every 1/4, and it switches off. Okay. I've got hi-hats on the 1/8 here, and then on the 1/4s here. So in this, that would equate to the 1/8, and then on measure 2 here, got 1/4s. Okay, the 1/8, and then 1/4s. And I will loop that out. Kind of copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. There we go. All right, let's see what that sounds like. All right, that sounds pretty cool. For a little bit of extra stuff, if you want to, you can add a loop to this. So I'm gonna go up here and check my loops. Maybe I want some like piano. Let's scroll way down. No. Sure. All right, add that in. It sounds like. Get back over here. All right, and that's it. Make sure that you click save so that you don't lose what you just worked on. And then that's it. That's all that we're going to be doing for this. And you can go ahead and export that, download it, save it, and you're done with this project.